of the main reasons for why men stay with women in marriages and in relationships who they don't love.
Controversial take. I think 75% of people in relationships are just in relationships because they don't know how to be on their own.
3 reasons why men stay with women that they don't love.
One of the major reasons why a man will keep you around, even though he will not give you what you need.
Question that I get quite often is, why do men stay in marriages and in relationships with women who they don't even love, women who they barely even like? And there's a few reasons for that. I'll give you 3 of the main reasons for why men stay with women in marriages and in relationships who they don't love. A fear of being alone is one of the biggest reasons for why men will stay with women, and that's because they're afraid of being alone, or they don't want to be alone. They want to get home to a house with someone there, and in some instances, men would rather get home to someone than to get home to no one, despite the fact that they don't love the woman. Especially if this man and woman have been together for 10 plus years, of course he would rather get home to someone than to get home to no one, because going from living with someone and seeing them every single day when you get home from work and being with them every day when you get home from work, that to shifting over to a dynamic when there's no one home, it's going to affect you drastically, mentally, emotionally, and psychologically. Unfortunately, a lot of us as men are never taught the importance of solitude. So when a man does not understand the value of solitude, he would rather be with someone, anyone, over being with himself in his own skin, his own thoughts, his own emotions, and his own feelings. Another reason is familiarity and comfort. Men will always go back to that which is comfortable for them and that which they are familiar with, even though they may not see a lot of love or affection coming from that person. Men will still stay there because of the life that they've built, and this life provides some sort of comfort for him. And another huge reason for why men will stay in a relationship or in a marriage with a woman who they don't love is because of the benefits of companionship. A man may get home to a house that's clean, it's organized, it's neat, it smells good, and he goes to the kitchen, there's a hot meal ready for him on the table. The laundry is done, laundry is folded, the floors are clean, everything smells good, and it feels like home. These are all things that women are able to provide for men within the domestic labor. A man may be in a relationship or in a marriage with a woman and not love her, but love what she does for him. And that's why they stay in marriages and in relationships with women who they don't love.
Hold on to a woman, even though they don't want a relationship with that woman.
Ladies, let me make this one real simple for you. He wants the luxuries of having a relationship without actually having to pay for it. I'm sorry, there's no excuses. He's getting the emotional support, your friendship, your time, potentially sex, and he still gets to appear single to everybody else. He's living the dream, honestly. And it's crazy to me that you don't see this. Listen, I'm not denying the sanctity of your relationship. I'm not denying the time that you guys have spent. I'm not denying the friendship and the bond that you guys have. But listen, there is no excuse for him to not be in a relationship with you if you're giving him all those things. There's just not. You're telling me you wouldn't commit to him? You're telling me you wouldn't post him on your Instagram? You're telling me you couldn't fucking be loyal to him right now? Yes, you could. And you could do it now because you love him and you like him. And if he really loved you and liked you, he would do the same. So stop doing all those things for guys that are not willing to pay for it.
3 reasons why men stay with women that they don't love. Number 1, he's broke. I ain't got no choice but to stay. I don't want to be homeless. Right now in this economy, a lot of men got to bite the bullet and stay with women that they don't really want to stay with because they don't want to be homeless. Number 2, he's using you to upgrade his life. Right now, he's using you as a bridge to get to the next level. Right now in his life, you're adding something that's helping him get to where he want to go. You could be helping him start a business. You could be helping him with studio time. You could be helping him get a car. I don't know what it is, but as soon as he gets to where he want to go and he get that real check and he gets rolling, he gonna cut your ass off. You gonna see what's really going on. Number 3, he ain't got no other coochie. For a lot of men, no coochie is worse than being with coochie that I don't really want. No cap. He might be in a drought, so you all he got right now, so he got to deal with it. No cap.
Why would a man keep you around if he doesn't want a relationship? I got 3 reasons. 1, being with you is better than being lonely. Sometimes a guy just doesn't want to be alone, so he just keeps you around. 2, you are just part of his routine. If every Friday night is movie night, which turns into Netflix and chill, why would he want to change that? Speaking of Netflix and chill, The third reason he might keep you around, he enjoys the sex. If he knows he's got guaranteed sex every Friday night, you're not going anywhere. And neither is this situationship. Hit follow for more.
One of the major reasons why a man will keep you around, even though he will not give you what you need, is because he knows that you're a great woman and you deserve a much better man. And he's standing in the way of that better man.
A man can treat you like garbage, can speak to you like garbage, can look at you with disdain and contempt and hatred in his eyes and still stay with you because he needs you, because he relies on you, because you're his safety net. And so you might be asking yourself, if he doesn't like me, if he doesn't love me, if he doesn't want me, then why doesn't he just leave? Well, baby, it's because he can't. You are his lifeline.
This is for all the women. I seen a question that asked, why is it that men hold on to a woman even though they don't want a relationship with that woman? I think I've got the answer. So when a man doesn't want a relationship with you, but he still tries to hold on to you, like keep you around in his back pocket, it's because he knows he ain't ready to handle you. Like, he knows you're a good girl, and he knows you're a keeper, like you the type to wife up. But he himself does not feel that he is in a place to take care of you or take care of the needs or provide the needs that you actually deserve. And he doesn't want to lose you and let you go and be free, so he tries to keep you around, tries to lead you on a little bit until he is ready and can be that man for you. Now, this is just my take on it. What do y'all think?
A man can know you're a good woman and still have zero intention of committing to you. His actions say that he needs you, but his words say I'm not ready. Let me tell you why he's keeping you around. Number one, you give him emotional comfort without requiring emotional responsibility. He gets the support, the softness, the conversation, but none of the accountability that comes with being your man. Number two, you fill in the gaps in his life. Loneliness, boredom, stress, and even sex. Yes, your presence makes his life easier. He benefits from you, even if he doesn't plan to build anything with you. Number three, you boost his ego. Your attention, your kindness, your consistency, it all makes him feel wanted. And trust me, men don't walk away from an ego boost unless they absolutely have to. Number four, he fears another man getting what he doesn't want to claim. While he may not want a relationship, he doesn't want to lose you, especially the exclusive access that he has to you. And that's why he stays close, but just close enough. Number five, you give him relationship benefits without requiring relationship commitment. Time, energy, affection, loyalty. If you're acting like a girlfriend, he'll keep accepting it as long as you keep offering it. Remember this, a man will keep a good woman in his life as long as she allows herself to be convenient and not claimed. Stop proving you're worth committing to and start requiring a man who's already ready. If this hits you, follow me for more tips. I drop daily tips every day at 10 a.m. to help you date smarter, protect your heart, and make better choices. I'm King Crane. Peace.
He says he doesn't want a relationship, yet he does relationship things. Well, why is that? This is a question I've gotten commonly from ladies. And already, I know most of you are assuming, well, the benefits, clearly. Yeah, that's not the only thing. Even though a relationship is a social construct that you two construct, there's also a societal view on it. In society, when you say you're in a relationship, people automatically think you're off the market, which is why some people just like to keep things casual. But some will push to blur those lines between casual and relationship. So here's the thing, instead of asking, why does he keep doing relationship things, even though he says he doesn't want one? And this is gonna hurt. But let's say this, if I can get relationship level benefits without having to give up the possibility of any other options, without having to be accountable for showing up for you, without having to put in any effort towards our potential growth, well then why do we need to slap a label on it? I don't need people in society thinking that I'm off the market. But that doesn't necessarily mean I don't like hanging out with you and spending time with you and doing relationship type things. So here's my rebuttal. Instead of asking, why does he continue to do relationship type things if he's not in a relationship, ask yourself, why are you giving relationship level benefits? And I understand sometimes we're smitten and sometimes you like to bend a few rules. And we're adults, there's nothing wrong with that. But when it starts to get too far or too deep, you got to stand that wall up and those boundaries and be clear. Because if they were really for you, they would honor that and respect you.
I'm going to be honest with you. I've been that man before. The one who keeps a woman around, but never fully chooses her. And it's not because I was confused. It's because I was just comfortable. It's not confusion and it's not bad timing. It's comfort without responsibility. You're the girl he goes to when he wants to feel understood. You're soft, you listen, you don't pressure him. So he gets all the emotional benefits of a relationship without ever having to step up and be a man in one. See, a man is not going to hold on to a woman that he doesn't value, but he definitely will hold on to a woman that he doesn't want to lose access to. It's because you're simply accessible. He has access to your body, your mind, your energy, your presence, your reassurance, all in one. But choosing you fully, that will require sacrifice. That will require cutting off other options, being consistent, being accountable. He's not confused. He's just not willing. So instead, he keeps you in this in-between space where you're close enough to not leave, but also not secure enough to feel chosen. So the harsh truth is, as long as you stay available in that space, he has no reason to change it. Peace and love. Like and follow.
I don't know why this needs to be said, but it does. A lot of the times, the women that men really want, they're not with, okay? A lot of men are simply just with the women that they can get, okay? The women that will allow whatever that they have going on. I'm not saying it's always bad, right? Not everything that a man has going on is bad. But whoever needs to hear this, just know, a lot of times men are not actually with the women that they want, okay? Because to be with the woman that they want, it requires them to be a man that they don't know how to be, okay? That they have not figured out the code yet. So they have to stay with the women on their level. It's not a diss, it's just truth. Okay, bye.
One thing that I hear a lot of women say is that if he doesn't want to be my boyfriend, then why does he keep me around? He keeps you around because you're a resource for him. And I don't want to tell you, because if I just tell you that I'm not the guy flat out, because I know I'm not the guy, but if I tell you that, then you're going to leave. But if you leave, who going to be cooking my meals? Who going to be picking up the laundry and washing the dishes? Who going to be going out on dates with me?
And this is why I think that men who say that women should pick better men are disingenuous, and that most of the time they're lying and they know that they are. This man goes on and talk about how he pretends to be what she's looking for, even though he knows that he's not, because he doesn't want to lose access to the resources that she has. I talked about it before, but I do believe that men do a bit of a cost-benefit analysis when they make a determination, I'm going to stay with her because whatever it is that she's providing me with, I still need that. That's why they won't leave you until they got a new relationship all lined up. Somebody's got to do that cooking and cleaning because he's not going to do it for himself. Some of these men are resource suckers, labor diggers. It's not a coincidence that when he needed you to help him with the bills or help him with his career, that you all got along beautifully. But as soon as he got wherever it is he needed to be, now all y'all do is fight. It's not a coincidence. They'll act like women are crazy when you say that he lied to me. He pretended that he was into me. He made me feel like I was the only one. They'll act like, how would you fall for that? But then they'll turn around and admit that they are amazing actors and that they fool women all the time who they can use.
Let me tell you why men stay with women they don't love. One, men do not give up benefits easily. Emotional support, the care, the cooking, daily help, intimacy, all the things you do for him make his life easier. So leaving you means starting over, spending money, putting effort, and many men are just too comfortable to do that. Number two, his ego is being fed. Knowing a woman stays, forgives him, tolerates him, and still respects him even when he treats her badly gives him a sense of power. And for some men, the validation they get from being married is even more important to them than the marriage itself. Number three, men are scared to be alone. They cannot stand being by themselves. That is exactly why you see they get onto the next woman immediately, or even make sure they have a backup plan before they leave. A lot of men would rather stay in a relationship they don't want than face loneliness. I'll see you again.
Controversial take. I think 75% of people in relationships are just in relationships because they don't know how to be on their own. I said it. 75% of people, fuck it, I'm going up to 80%. 80% of people in relationships aren't actually in love with the people that they're in a relationship with. They just don't know how to be on their own. I think maybe 50% of the 80% think they're in love with that person because when they're away from them, they miss them and they think, oh my God, I miss him so much. But it's because they just don't know how to be on their own. I'm telling you, I see a lot of my friends with their partners. And I'm like, you do not love that man. You do not love that man. You just don't know how to be on your own for 5 seconds. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. I can't control that. Very single, though. Very single.
As a dating coach, if I had $1 for every time someone asked me, well, why does a guy do this then? When I say he's not into you. Because women keep looking at men as though they are women. We as women want relationships, and so we don't normally stick around if we don't see a future with a guy. But with men, they're usually just content to be around your feminine energy. For a lot of men, the goal is not a relationship, or they can be very happy getting your feminine energy without a relationship. So the confusing thing for you is you're going, but he seems like he likes me. He likes what he's getting from you. There's a big difference between liking what he's getting from you and liking you enough to commit to you. When you start to learn the difference, you become less flattered by a man wanting access to you, and you start to cut off men who don't commit to you. Stop making a big deal of a man wanting your feminine energy. That's like someone coming to your car and siphoning off your gas and thinking that that's a sign that they're into you. They just want what you have. When you raise your standards, you realize that you need to get something out of it too. You're not aligned otherwise. Let him go. I want to do something. I want you to see how many women are in your shoes. I want you to drop a comment below and tell me about the last guy who just kind of came in your life and circled the drain. Didn't go anywhere, just kept hanging out, kept popping up, wanted to hang out, never went anywhere. And let the girls know how long he was there before you either finally gave him the boot or he took off. Men can only waste your time if you let them.
So I just saw a question. It says, why do men hold on to women that they don't want a relationship with? That's a good question, right? Why do men hold on to women that they don't want a relationship with? Now, this sounds very sad, and it can be confusing sometimes, but a lot of times when you meet a man who is broke, a man with nothing, a man who don't do, who's not there yet in his life, the woman that he settles for, or the woman that he chooses is the one that wants him where he's at, but that's not the one he wants, right? And so he will hold on to you and hold on to her, and he will hold on to her because that's the one that he has access to. Is the one who accepts his brokenness and his ridiculousness. And then when he gets to a place that he really enjoys being, that's the type of woman that he attracts, the woman that he actually now wants, because now they want him. He's financially stable, he's emotionally stable, he is mentally stable, and then that's the woman who was drawn to him now, that's the one that he wants. Because a broke man, an insecure man, a man who is not attractive could only have a certain type of woman. Let's be honest. Just like how a woman who is not whatever. But anyways, that's the woman that he can have now. So he's gonna hold on to the one that wants him for where he's at. He's not trying hard. He ain't got to provide. He ain't got to protect. He ain't got to do shit. And so if you still want a man who's doing that, then you really not the one he wants. Because, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't respect you. Because if you're gonna put up with all this trash and, you're gonna let him disrespect you and not provide for you, he don't really like you. He just stays there because you're just doing it. But when he gets to a certain place where he can feel wanted and desired based on the things that he can provide and things that he can do because he's a masculine energy, then he's gonna drop you and then hold on to the one that he really wants. So that's just what it is. Why do men hold on to women? Is because when you meet a man who's not there, he only qualifies for a certain woman, a certain type of woman. When you meet a man who is there already, you probably won't even be in the picture anymore. So that's the one he wants. This is why you have to be careful. The men that you meet, learn their character. Now, I'm not saying a broke man won't hold on to you, but learn their character. Their character is very important. Knowing a man's character is very vital. Even though he might be broke, he might still have a great character and great values. And then, when he grows, you grow with him, or he grows with you financially. He stays there and he does the things. But some men, They ain't gonna try. They're gonna put no efforts in. They're gonna give you the bare minimum. And these are the men who give you the bare minimum, but you just hoping that one day they're gonna find your value. One day you're gonna, they're gonna see your worth. One day they're gonna man up. One day they're gonna, and those men never do it. Because if they ain't doing it when they're broke, they definitely ain't doing it when, if a man don't see your value when you broke, or when he's broke, he definitely ain't seeing it when he has money. He sees even less. If a man don't see your value when he's not successful, he's showing or see it when he becomes successful.
So let's take this comment. This person said, it is until he finds the love of his life, you are just the backup. Wow. This is so deep. Most times, men know what they want from the very first beginning. The attitude, the sidelighting, the gaslighting, and choosing to stay does not really mean that he loves you. So it may be that he's just there because of the convenience, what is benefiting from you. So he's refusing to let go. So guys, what do you think about this opinion from different people? Do you agree with them? And even this comment that I just read for you guys, let me know at the comment section. Let me leave you guys here till I come your way again next time. Remember, bless and bye.
Here's the truth about why men who don't really want you will keep you around. So often I have clients who say to me, well, he says that he doesn't want a relationship. He says he just wants to see where this goes. He says that he's not looking for a commitment, yet he's doing boyfriend things for me. He's doing husband things for me. He's treating me well. We're going out. And so what he's saying doesn't connect with what he's actually doing. And the truth is, a man is present-minded. They are focused on the right now and what's beneficial for them in the current situation. So he doesn't have to see you as a long-term partner or a spouse or the mother of his children in order to spend time with you and to just enjoy you if you are enjoyable to him. The problem is that women don't listen to what men are telling them, and instead you create these ideas based on what it is you want from him, even when he's told you he does not have the capacity or the desire to give that to you. So the next time that a man says to you, I don't want what you want, but is still treating you well, you have to learn to differentiate the two. If you make it easy for him to have access to you, he's going to have access. If you make it easy for him to be intimate with you, he's going to be intimate. It does not change the fact that you are not the woman he sees as his wife or as his life partner. So it's time for you to make the tough decisions, make the personal and physical sacrifices, and to say, if you cannot give me what I want, I will not continue to give myself to you. That's the only thing that will change the situation. Otherwise, he will keep you around as long as you let him, even if he doesn't really want to choose you.